Two anyway.
Yep.
You know who we can about guarantee will be here? She says she won't be here, but I guarantee Archie will be here.
Yeah.
What's up? What's up, Rally Small Engine? Mike Hodge. Oh, see, I knew Mike Hodge was going to be here. He's going to be excited you're back at him.
What's going on, fellas?
What's up, Rel? Oh, man, it's good to see Rel, too.
Uh-huh.
Almost feels like we have the whole crowd back.
What's up,
We got Cass. We got Bocce. I knew Bocce was going to be here.
Bocce?
So what's everyone been up to?
Working.
Same here. Working and hunting.
It's starting to slow down at the dealership. It'll probably be slowed down for like a month. And then we'll pick back up again really, and then we'll get into that rush. And I haven't done nothing this week. Been on vacation. I should do some stuff at home. I've been lazy.
Well, I just went to work all week, and then tonight I went and did a squirrel hunt that turned into a raccoon hunt at nighttime. We didn't see any squirrels or raccoons, but I saw 4 deer. Let me check my speakers real quick, bud.
Oh, it must have been on Ken. Nope. It hasn't been on your end, Adam. Unless you're muted. Are you muted, Ken? Let me try now. No, it has to be on Adam's end. That's
what is it?
There's a little bit of feedback.
Oh, hold on.
Hi, Bocce.
How do I make this go small so I can get to the other thing?
I know I forgot what I was doing on this StreamYard stuff.
We haven't done it in so long. We're amateurs at it again.
Yep.
I'm telling you guys, I don't know if I like vacation. I actually feel like high anxiety because I haven't been at work all week. I can't mentally not do something.
Okay, did that fix it?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Well,
yeah.
Bear with us, guys. We're amateurs again at this. We could have went to that new stream and thought everybody's going to that race stream, but then we'd definitely be newbies at it.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, we're sticking with what we know.
Have you made any more upgrades to your home shop, Brandon?
No, I have a plan. My plan is this next couple months. I want to get it insulated and then not use it as much to turn wrenches anymore. I would like to move out all this 3D printed stuff and stuff like that out there. What's up, Rusty Rooster? Because it's just too much in my room. Like, I still have that carport area that I can work on stuff outside the shop. But having all this 3D printed stuff and laser engravers and stuff is just too much in my bedroom. I grew too big to have this operation in my bedroom now.
That's a good problem to have.
That is a good problem.
How are the sales with the mower tool?
A little slow right now, but it'll pick back up come fall or springtime. It'll pick back up.
How many have you sold from your actual work? You said they were selling them there, right?
5 or 6. Not a big
Cool.
number, but people actually are buying them there.
What engraving stuff are you doing?
Well, I'm just starting to get into the graving stuff right now. I'm doing like leather patches.
Ooh.
I just made this fixture the other day after talking to Robert Waters, so I don't have to tape the patches down. And I'll probably get into more stuff. I still want to get I still want to get some machinist tools. I want to get another lathe and a mill, and then a CNC plasma table is definitely on my go to get. I just want to keep most of my wrenching at work and only work on personal stuff at home because I'm kind of tired of wrenching. So we're wrenching all day and coming home and wrenching.
Doing it again. That's why I stopped making videos, man. I just got burned out on it. I've just been buying camera equipment. I got this umbrella to go on the tripod. That way it doesn't get wet or anything.
That's interesting. Good idea though.
Nope. I bought a nice camera, so
I kind of like those outdoor videos better than the definitely better than tool videos. I'm sorry guys if you're out there watching. I know they get a lot of views, but I don't like the whole, especially when you go look at a catalog. I hate the videos where you're searching through a catalog. I never got those videos. I know I need to get back to making videos. I have ideas, but I don't think my videos do good because I've started coming at them more from a professional's look at a repair, and people want quick, easy repairs. But I'm looking at it from a professional side. I'm part of it's part of that fix it right or not fix it at all. And people want band-aid fixes, and I don't got band-aid fixes to show them. Maybe I can get some videos on some Yanmar soon. I'm going to that. I already got my one certification, and now I'm going to hands-on school next month.
That's cool.
Yeah. You're all for just fix it, Rusty. Oh, I appreciate it. I wish I need to start shooting videos again. I fell out of the groove of it, and it's hard to get back into it. Like I'll shoot short videos at work sometimes, but it's just short videos. We knew that was coming, Adam.
I know.
What's up, Tommy? You know, I have several push mowers, but I've done so many push mower videos. I have done so many push mower videos throughout the years that they're just so boring to me. Like, if I want to do a video on something small engine, I want something cool. I don't want to do no small engine, some push mower videos.
Yeah. I filmed a few videos of doing welding patches on pipe out in the field,
Uh huh.
but I didn't put them out because they're all the same. It's welding a square onto an old pipe.
Yeah. And that's what it's like doing push mower videos. I mean, everybody,
Yeah.
I've done them. Everybody's done them. Most of the time, it's carburetor work. Most of the time, you do a push mower video, it's in the carburetor. I can only do so many videos in carburetors.
Yeah. I've been trying to do less field welding. I've been really hammering the machine shop work this last 7-8 months.
Really,
I have all the
that's
machines
good.
at my house, and it's inside and it's comfortable.
Yeah, there you go.
And I've upsized a few of my machines quite a bit, so now I can do bigger stuff.
That's good.
Yeah.
I love. I would I would love to, like I said, I would love to get back into trying to machine stuff. After I sold my lathe because I had to, I just haven't got another one, and I need to get another one. I miss it. I have fun out there, just playing with it. So one day it'll happen. Until then, I just watch your videos and all the other machine guys' videos because I love watching machines. What I have been wanting to do, and I put out a few videos. I don't think a lot of people put out enough videos on this, and especially I've been doing this a long time now, so the electrical stuff comes a little bit easier to me. So I want to start doing more videos on electrical stuff on mowers because I don't feel like a lot of people do the videos on those.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
And it's something hard when you're starting out, but once you understand the concept of the electrical system, it's really, really, really easy. So I would like to start doing that. I need to buy a junk mower so I can do videos on. I don't have no junk mowers right now, or riding mowers. So maybe next time, maybe I'll ask my boss the next time they sell a bunch of junk riders, I'll see if I can buy one just so I can do videos on the electrical system.
There's a big group of people here that are wanting to start a lawn tractor pulling stuff.
Uh huh.
So I might look into getting into that.
See, it's perfect for you because you can actually fabricate your own parts. You can machine a lot of your own parts.
Yeah.
Where not everybody has that convenience or the know-how to do it.
Sorry, my dog shit herself and I had to take her outside. Oh.
That sounds like something my Rottweiler would do over there.
Mhm.
If I could make it to South Carolina, I would come to South Carolina and pick them up. Oh, talking about dogs. Ken knows. Mike, you might remember my Otis Rottweiler that we did a benefit auction for several years back. Well, he passed away today at 11 years old. Good dog. He had a lot of health problems in the end, and it's good not to see. It's sad, but it's good to know he ain't suffering anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said earlier, man, I like dogs more than I do most people.
Yeah, me too.
I've never met a dog I haven't liked, but I've met a lot of people I don't like.
Agreed. So Adam's been up to machining more. What have you been up to, Sam?
Man, mainly hunting and working. That's about it. All of December, I went on my yearly trip in November. Came back, shot a doe, and after that, I just hunted hard. Didn't see anything else. So it's been a long month and a half out in the woods.
Well, at least you got one, I guess.
Yeah, I got a little bit of meat from it. It blew the front shoulders out, and I lost a good bit of meat, but was still able to get some.
Yeah.
But I'll be back to getting Trent's Civic done. I've got half the car painted. I'm gonna finish the other half of it and put the new wheels and tires on it and stuff like that he bought. And he's got his learner's permit now, so come I think July he can get his license.
That's good. I gotta get that bike tore apart.
My oldest daughter just got her license, or my only daughter got her license 2 weeks ago. My oldest boy just got his permit the other day.
Nice.
Yeah, you're having them all on the road. Before you know it, that youngest baby will be on the road.
The hell is that baby doing?
Very good. She actually might make an appearance here after a bit. Doing very, very good.
That's good.
I can't believe how expensive insurance is for brand new drivers.
Oh yeah.
It's outrageous.
I could do that. I could do that. I don't know how good the videos would come out, but I could do that. I took down a big hog not too long ago. I think in the picture of it probably a couple months back. That thing was big.
Uh-huh. My oldest actually moved out. Probably going on about 2 months ago now. It was a long ordeal, and it was not a pleasant move out either. Long story short, he was listening to his girlfriend more than he was us, and it was causing a lot of problems, not just at home, but at work for me, because I was having to take off and go bail his ass out. And finally, I went off on him one day. And then at dinner a couple nights later, we were talking about it. And he's like, well, this is bullshit. I shouldn't have to listen to you. I'm like, well, there's the door. Feel free to leave. And he jumped up so fast and packed his shit and moved out to his girlfriend's house.
You know, sometimes it takes some moving out though to grow up. They don't always work, but sometimes it takes that. Well, Bachi, if you could, then you could have your own personal chauffeur, so you never have to drive again. They can chauffeur you around. Drive Miss Daisy.
Before you know it, they'll be driving her to the retirement home and dropping her off.
They won't do that because then who's going to make the scrambled eggs? Right, Bachi?
In the microwave.
In the microwave. Oh.
And then she put them in a pan and said, here, they're done.
Is his girlfriend a pre-med student?
No, she's going to college to be a chiropractor, but she's taking like poetry classes and stuff. I'm like, whatever. He's gone. He's welcome to and from. He can come. I mean, he came over for Thanksgiving. He came over for Christmas and stuff like that. So, I mean, things are kind of smoothing out, but no, I hope Amber's not watching, but both her, I know she's not. She's driving him home right now because his truck the transmission, the clutch is slipping on them. But even his brother Trent said it's been nice not having them here.
We appreciate it. We really do appreciate it.
Yep.
Cool.
Let me go. I'm gonna run up to the shop real quick and grab a tool.
Okay.
Yep.
You still got that panel van that you were talking about a while back, Adam?
No, I got rid of it. I picked up, it's not here, from the nuclear place by me. They had an auction. I bought a super short Mack semi. It's like it's shorter than my Dodge 1500. It was
Really?
special built to haul the reactors out to the place where they bury them. So that's my project now.
Okay.
It's so short that there's like an 8-inch drive line between the transmission and the rear end.
Wow.
And I'm really thinking about Mad Maxing it, like painting it flat black and putting a bunch of chains and stuff off of it, and expanded metal over the side windows and everything.
That'd be cool. Some spikes and stuff on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got Trent's Civic to finish, and then after that, I'm gonna start on the Suburban finally. So I'm starting to get some rust spots on it, just like surface rust. I want to take care of it before it gets bad. That 90s GM paint, it's got the cracking and the crow's feet all over it. Yeah, that would be cool, Kat, seeing a video on them doing that.
Oh, there will be. I got the had to get a special had to take it to State Patrol to get a title because it only had 7-digit VIN number on it. So just got to do a few more things and I'll be able to drive it from there to here.
Cool.
Went to the shop. I'm pretty sure I probably showed y'all this a million times. But this is one of my favorite electrical tools. And I use it so much that I bought two. One for home and one for work. But that's my relay buddy. Especially on those bad boys that has multiple relays.
Oh, okay.
Put it in there, just push the button. It beats a multimeter and I usually use a multimeter and a battery with some hot wires from the battery and kind of rig it up. But I really like my relay buddy.
What's up, Anthony?
Hey, Anthony.
What's up, Anthony?
Yeah, I remember when you got both of those.
Well worth the investment.
I should get one. The last commercial mower company I take care of, he has a lot of Ferrises. Mm-hmm. They have a lot of relays in them too.
Yeah.
The diesel ones.
In fact, I think if you get it off a line and not the tool truck, like I caught that on sale, but I think that relay buddy by itself online is a lot cheaper than what's on the truck.
I don't have the new one. I've got the old one, my Milwaukee, the M12. I brought it home because when I go to tighten a bolt, it doesn't really tighten it that well anymore. I ended up buying the Snap-on 3/8, and it's a hell of a lot better.
You know what I bought? I want to try some of the Snap-on cordless stuff. One thing I did buy that's been handy on mowers is the M12 3/8 right angle impact. I recently bought that, and that thing's really, really handy. But I've always heard that Snap-on ratchet has a lot more power.
It does. Obviously compared to that, because this is the lower end one, so it's not the gray head. The gray headed ones, I guess, are better than this, but I don't know. I just went with the Snap-on because I liked it, and it was $100 off, so I was like, yeah, let me go ahead and do it.
I'm about paid off on all my tool trucks for now. About. I say that and then I go and buy something.
Yeah.
Because I ain't been there for 2 weeks. Because I missed last Monday. I haven't been on the truck for 2 weeks, so.
Yeah, I keep mine too. I keep mine. The only ones that we have are Matco and Snap-on that come to the shop. Cornwell, he went out of business because he had heart issues, so he had to sell off his stuff. And then the Mac guy's just a pompous asshole, and I ran him off from the shop. So I keep it to $30 a week from each truck. Make it easier.
So I got an account with Mac and I got an account with Matco. I don't do much with Snap-on. I buy stuff every now and then from Snap-on. He's a little bit more pricey.
Mhm.
What I've learned though is I like Mac for their name brand tools. But if you're getting like anything else that's off brand, Matco seems to have a cheaper, less markup on it than Mac does.
And then I ordered the testing ratcheting wrenches 6 to 24. The Flex said they should be here hopefully tomorrow.
I tell you though, if y'all ever have to buy another multimeter, that new Power Probe one, I got the brand new one that just came out, the Automotive meter one. That thing is awesome for the price, and it was way cheaper than the Fluke. It was like $287, and it has a bunch of features on that multimeter. I love that thing. I need to do videos with it because it's so awesome.
I didn't do too much tool buying this
purpose.
I had to slow up my yard sale stuff until I found a way to organize the horde. I got a good chunk of it ready, so this year I can hit it hard again.
Adam's gonna be buying a commercial warehouse soon. Just the move
He's gonna walk into like a self-placed storage unit, and they're gonna be like, "Well, what are you looking for?" He's like, "I want all of them."
Oh, I agree, Cass. I got my regular Power Probe, and then I got the new multimeter tool, which the new multimeter tool is awesome. Actually, I'll pull that up so y'all can see it.
Actually, since I did a lot more machining this last summer, I had to buy a lot more cutting tools and stuff, and that stuff adds up quick.
Oh, it does. That's what that's one thing when I sold my lathe, I didn't sell a lot of my. Oh, give me 1 second.
You have the disc and stuff for grinders. So the oldest Damien, he's actually in the welding course that I was trying to take. He's doing really well with it. He got certified in MIG and flux core, and they're working on TIG right now, and they still do stick welding throughout all of it. But the school stopped providing discs for them because somebody was stealing them. So there was a student that was stealing all the extra ones, so now they have to buy their own. And he's like, "Damn, this is getting expensive." I'm like, "Yeah."
So anyway, what I was going to say is before I got a phone call is when I sold my lathe, I kept a lot of my tooling for it. I mostly sold just the lathe.
Yeah, machines are cheap. It's the tooling that gets you.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate that.
That's what I told him when he was worried about trying to get hired at the place he was at right now.
And I tell you what, that was the best decision I ever made in my life, is walking into that place.
Mm-hmm.
Those people's been so supportive.
Hey, Robert.
Now, Robert,
Yep.
this is the one I got. This thing right here is awesome. It has so many different features. It has a parasitic draw tester on it. That's what that one is over on the far end. It's pretty
Yeah.
awesome. I love it.
See, I honestly don't even know how to use one of those things.
I feel like I know more about how to use one now after the Yamar school. And that's the reason I got that one is because they was talking about with the sensors and stuff. You really need a flute, or you really need a multimeter. You really need a multimeter that is true RMS for
That'd be a
testing
good.
sensor.
That'd be a good video for you.
Yeah,
How to use one.
yeah. Because to be honest, a lot of this modern diesel stuff on these Yamars is mostly sensors. Mostly sensors is the biggest thing. I hope one day mowertool.com takes off. One of these days. I got a lot of good ideas, but sometimes, like the numbers, when it comes to actually making something happen, when it comes down to the accounting and the numbers part of it, that's what gets me. I never charge enough for what I do. I always hurt myself.
I finally looked at my rates I was charging for machining and stuff, and I raised them about almost 30% and didn't lose a single job. So that tells me for how long I was doing it for way too cheap.
Mm-hmm.
We we actually they actually raised the rates up at the dealership I'm at. We had the cheapest rates in this area, well, all of Northeast Texas at $85 an hour, and it's been like that for years. And they finally decided to raise it up to $95 an hour.
And see, that's crazy because we only charge 65 an hour at the shop.
Yeah, that is crazy. It's crazy how different parts of the world, of the United States, it's
And the thing is, that's like the standard for auto body. The guy down the street that I had my mower at for the longest time, he charges 85 an hour. And I was telling my boss, I was like, we need to do something. He's like, we can't. He's like, the insurance companies won't pay.
that is crazy. But you know, the crazy thing I find is there's a lot of people, like we get a lot of business. A lot of people's willing. I've had jobs that was deck work that was close to $1,000 in work, and people will just gladly pay it. They say it's cheap to buy a new mower,
Yep.
and that's mostly because of parts. Because let's face it, deck belt and spindles and stuff is not cheap anymore.
No.
Nothing is anymore.
I get surprised every time I pull out a deck belt and it's $80. That seems to be between $60 and $80 seems to be the golden rate for deck belts these days. And that's crazy how high they went up in the last few years. Who's to say I'm not AI? I am a computer. You know, when AI figures out how to work on lawnmowers, then I'll be worried. For right now, I think I'm good.
Yep, same here. Hell, our technology is so old in the shop. We have Walt. He's 77. No computer system, no nothing. It's Walt. 77, still doing it like it's in the 80s.
Yeah.
And it works. It works. You know, I mean, we're not getting huge, massive jobs, but the man, he's a whiz.
We're just talking about because there's part companies still send out catalogs, but how often does one actually open up those catalogs anymore? Mostly, you go to their site, you log in, and you search what you need on the website instead of going through that whole catalog.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's almost a waste of paper to do it. You're not training the Kohler AI? No, Robert, I'm not. They'll give you a Kohler if you work to train it. Rusty, you know what's good about catalogs? When you're sitting on the toilet. I'll just be there when you're sitting on the toilet. Give you something to read on the toilet. DeWalt is like Walmart's heart trash. It has its ups and downs. I do like Milwaukee better.
The only catalog I think I have, I actually thumb through occasionally, is the Grizzly one.
See, the only one I ever get is the Bass Pro Shop. It usually comes out in the springtime.
Robert, maybe they can get AI to teach them how to make a better starter. Because let's face it, Kohler has the junkiest starter of all companies. It'll teach them how to make a starter. We only hope. Then again, maybe we don't hope. Because that's like $200 every time we have to replace the starter. So
why build a better starter if they can sell a whole bunch of starters?
Well, you know what? Kohler blames it on companies putting 2 week of batteries on their units. That's what Kohler blames it on. Kohler don't say they have a problem. They blame it on the companies putting 2 week of batteries on the mowers. You know, I used to like Kohler, but the more Kohlers, I've had my share of Kohlers anymore.
So if you were to go out and buy a brand new riding lawnmower right now, Brandon, what would you buy?
Toro. Well, that would
Toro?
be Zero Turn. They don't really make riders. There's not really a company that makes a decent rider anymore. Really. To me, anyway. So you're better off going Zero Turn and go Toro.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm a little biased, but I think Toro is the best of residential units.
So I had a bad time with that Zero Turn that I bought the one time, and
What brand was it?
It was a Husqvarna from Lowe's.
Well, there you go. Husqvarna makes the junkiest Zero Turns on the market.
Like literally the one time I used it, I didn't know what I was doing, so I was still trying to learn it. And then it started shooting sparks out from underneath it.
Yeah. Husqvarna is just a terrible. I think Cub Cadet's a little on the junky side. Only good thing is MTV is doing pretty good on warranty, and so while they're their mowers to me has more issues. They are pretty quick to warranty, so that's good. So like their Cub Cadets lawn tractors, those tough torque transmissions go out. Everybody knows they go out between 29 and 32 hours. Those hydro transmissions. They're quick to warranty them. They'll warranty them, but so that's the only thing I would have to give Cub Cadet. Why I think they're junky. I don't think they're that good quality. They do have a good warranty service, so I'll give them that. Toro has a really awesome warranty service. Oh, you're right. You're right. Those tough torque transmissions. We don't do a lot of John Deere's when it comes to the transmissions, though, because some of those John Deere's, the way they run, it's hard for us to look up parts when it comes to their transmissions. I mean, we're a Cub Cadet dealer, so we can do the Cub Cadets, but John Deere's is just harder. Nah, coming from me, Raphael, Bad Boy is garbage. I'm
What
sorry,
about-
get down, Bad Boy is garbage.
What about this brand Clipper? Country Clipper?
Oh, that thing's been around forever. They used to be something else. There was part of another country, part of another company. Country Clipper's been around forever. It's not mini mowers. I've not actually worked on mini mowers. Maybe one mower in my whole career that's been a Clipper. Oh, and we talk about Bad Boy, Robert. Let's not even get started on Spartan being junk. That is garbage.
I actually get a lot of work when people will mail their hydraulic wheel motors to me from that video I did on rebuilding the white hydraulic motors.
Really?
Because they've discontinued so many of them that I actually have stockpiled a whole bunch of rebuild kits, and probably twice a month I rebuild hydraulic wheel motors for ZTRs.
Spartan is Toro, but Spartan is in a whole different group than Toro. While Toro did buy Spartan, and maybe they'll fix Spartan, it's in a whole different ball game. We started selling X Mark. I didn't like the old X Marks, but these new X Marks are really, really nice. I like these new X Marks.
My one customer still has 2 X Mark navigators. I can't.
Those are pain to work on.
Yeah.
Some of that stuff you actually had to pull the engine just to do like common work on them.
Yeah, because the drive belts are driven off the front of the motor.
Yeah. Probably so, Robert, and that'd be the best thing is because that's below Toro's quality. I have to say, Toro has gone. I know they had a few years that their quality was like very low, especially when they had those one hanger decks. But their quality in the last several years has gone really good. Gravely, it's okay for residential. I haven't had like super bad experience with Gravely. I think it's a good residential mower. That would be where I would say, Robert, is the belt routing on the Gravely. And the one belts they have for them is really, really expensive because they have the double V.
Yeah, Ferris uses a lot of those too on their drive belt.
so it's a lot more expensive.
That one company I do work for, there have 8 of the big Ferris diesel ZTRs.
Man, those Ferris diesels, they're big. Like even our big lifts has a struggling lifting those things. They're heavy.
The suspension on them is nice.
Yeah, they are. Is the one you're working on have the Caterpillar engine in it?
Yeah, a lot of them do.
Yeah.
Well, it's not really made by Caterpillar, but
Yeah.
yeah. I think all but one of them does.
Ooh. I worked on a bad boy that actually had an engine. I never knew diesel they had one.
That's what I'm afraid of, did you?
Robert, not yet, from what I understand, and supposedly that's why it was closing. Why they closed Snapper because they wanted to invest more into Ferris. But I've really never seen many Ferris dealers.
They just last year opened up a big Ferris dealer here.
Really?
Yep.
Oh yeah, Xmark owns Toro. Oh, they wanted to invest in steel. Oh yeah, those steel zero turns that you see like Ace Hardwares for sale. Yeah, we're actually just becoming an Xmark dealer, Raphael. And the school I'm going to in February is Xmark. Oh, all right.
Have a good night.
Have a good night.
Is that over?
Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, Toro owns Xmark. Distributed by separate companies, by the way. While they own it, it's actually distributed. I guess it depends on your area. It's separated by different companies. But the school I'm going to is actually Yamar school for Xmark. I already did Yamar school for Toro online, but I'm doing a hands-on school for Xmark Yamar there at the distributor, which is be cool. I enjoy learning about the Tier 4 stuff. Hey, Dave, it has been a long time.
Hey.
Hello.
I did see an interesting fact when I was doing my schooling. Pretty much, if it gets up to trash, gets all the way up, debris gets all the way up into the fuel rail,
Keep it low.
Toro is actually recommending replacing the whole engine, Yamar engine, because they said if it made it up that far, it's already damaged the injector pump and stuff like that. So by the time you put all that stuff in there, it equals about the same cost as a new engine. So they actually recommend a new engine. I was like, well, that was interesting. But like I said, most of the stuff was on sensors. Most of the stuff on this Tier 4 Yamar is diesel. Or is sensors on this Yamar Tier 4 stuff. It's sensors. A lot of the issues is sensor issues.
You guys can't hear that in the background, can you?
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. It's not super bad.
Is that me?
Yeah, turn it down a little, please.
I'll just turn it off.
All right.
Sci-Fi Al, that's a hard one because to be honest, a lot of the Xmark stuff, a lot of it's just the same as the Toro. But I tell you now, the Toro Titans 4000s are a slick machine. if I was a commercial guy and was willing to spend $11,000 on a machine, that would be the machine I would buy. It is a comfortable ride. It is nice. They kind of put the cap for the hydro service vent in kind of a bad spot, but it's not too difficult. And that Toro, we have the Toro. Oh yeah, we got the guy from Skag Southwest stops by the shop all the time. He's a pretty cool dude. We got that Toro Multiforce. Let me tell you, I like it. Expensive, but I like it. I like the way it drives. While the Skag V-Ride is more commercial guys like those, I think the Multiforce actually has a smoother drive steering. You know what I gotta work on when I get back to work, Adam? And I hate these. I hate these. One of those old Cub Cadet Z Forces. I gotta finish up a wiring harness. You had to tear them almost completely down to do a wiring harness and then put them all back together. I hated doing the wiring harness on those Z Forces.
The only Cup Cadets I see here in my shop are the older tanks. Those things are so simple and everything's easy to get to. Very well designed ZTR.
See, and I've worked on a couple of those, but mostly when I see older ones, it's the Z Force, and I hate the Z Force, and I definitely hate the Z Force to have the steering wheel. Those was the worst. And don't get me started on the snappers, the modern snapper riding mowers. I haven't got to try out a right. I would like to, Dave. Because to me, I think the V Force steering's a little jerky. Multi Force is a little bit smoother. I would like to try the right. Because let's face it, wasn't right like the original people to make the stand up mower in the first place? I think there was.
You see many walkers in your shop?
No, I haven't. Since I've been there, I haven't seen a walker. We see Red Max, and everybody hates when they see the Red Max because the way they put the hydro pumps in the engine. Let me know if y'all hear that because they're playing music in the living room. I can hear it.
I can't hear it.
Nope.
There is multiple. Some people say you should. Some people say you should shut them off. So and that's a problem. Problem right there. Red Max's Husqvarna, and that's the biggest problem. So I guess everybody has their mixed opinions on that. I can't say either way. Most of the time, I just shut my mowers off, and I never had a problem. But there's a lot of people that say you should idle them down. Some people say you shouldn't idle them down. So it's going to be one of those opinions you're going to get. You can ask 100 people, and they're all going to have a different thing to say about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, some people say when I let down, the oiling system isn't as efficient, so you're causing more wear. And yeah, it's a mower engine. They're not that complicated.
Yeah. I did not. That's cool. Hey, turn it down! Let me give me 1 second.
You still planning on setting up your own auto body shop, Ken?
Once we get to Texas, yep. Yep, we're gonna do that. It's gonna be right out on the house or on the property with the house, just like what Theo has set up. So, yeah, gonna do that, and I'm just gonna go around to all the different cars and coffees in both San Antonio and Austin, and I'm gonna raffle off a free paint job. Once I sell enough tickets to cover the cost of materials, then I'll do a drawing. And I mean, there's gonna be some rules and stipulations to it. Like, you're not gonna bring me a car that's nothing but rust with no floorboards. That's been sitting in your grandfather's field for 50 years. But you know, a few small dings here and there, a little bit of okay, I can handle that. And that's how I'm going to start and get my name out, because we'll have our cars to take with us to Cars and Coffee as advertisement as well.
That's a good idea.
Hey, Dave, since you're here, I want to let you know I found that working on the Yamaha engines that they had on for like a year on some Skags sucks because there's not a lot of info out there on them when you're trying to find parts for them. Like it took us a while to find the parts we needed for the do one because we had one that kept throwing um, push rods.
Cass, if you still have the school bus when I get there, we'll talk. Even if you don't win, Cass, advertising, I can do something. We'll make it work.
Is it gonna be a short bus cast? Oh look!
Oh, there's the little one.
Cora. Hi.
Yeah.
She definitely has Adam's personality.
I'm surprised she wasn't shotgun in a bottle.
Thank you, Baji.
Ooh, that's something I I might be. There's a company that has a bunch of Ford Rangers fleet vehicles coming up soon, local sale, that I might pick up a couple of Ford Rangers. That'd be cool to do videos on.
Well,
I always
we'll
wanted to
put
do
it
an
on.
off-road Ford Ranger, do like a lift kit.
Check the private chat, Brandon.
As far as fleet vehicles, all the utilities around here are going to those new Ford Mavericks.
Yeah,
Yes.
this company has Rangers and Colorados. I don't want a Colorado. I know Rangers. I'll take a Ford Ranger, but I don't want no Chevy Colorado. Don't want no Chevy Colorado. Oh, hang on. Give me a second, guys. I was trying to. A bus build would be kind of cool. Hey, you think I should do a video tearing that engine out of that Ford Ranger that I got here? I thought about it.
What would it hurt?
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's already wrecked. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the easy way, and I'm just gonna cut the core support out with a sawzall, and just pull it all off the front. Engine, transmission, all, because it was already rode. So use sawzall to get it out.
You should do it, but in the video, make a point of saying how you're gonna like re-put everything in by just welding it.
And then just take some JB Weld and put it back together one day and be like, all right, it's time to put the engine back in.
Hi, Ronald. So if you like my video, I did it on the proper way to install spark plugs at that time, just trolling the whole YouTube. I think I got some of that JB Weld putty over there. I'm gonna send it to Ken to put back together. And this truck has been flipped bad. Like it's been flipped hard. I can't really say right off if there's any just one company that I like. The one I have now is by CM Trailers. They're out of towards Dallas. They used to have trailers like really, really cheap. Like you could pick a new trailer up for like 16-foot trailer. I bought my trailer for like $1,300 brand new pre-COVID. Now those trailers are like $3,000.
Yeah, I've just got a El Cheapo from Lowe's that I've used.
I would like another little El Cheapo just to have a small trailer because I miss having a small trailer. It's sometimes overkill to use the 16-foot trailer sometimes.
Two axle and three axle tilt deck. I don't actually remember offhand who made them.
I can tell you right now, seeing Dave's comment, if you're going enclosed trailer, do not go cheap because I've seen what happens when you get a load on a cheap enclosed trailer. They make them with such thin metal for the flooring that they just boop. I gotta go and
Yeah, I don't haul anything more than a riding mower, maybe a golf cart here and there. So the standard size trailer from Lowe's is more than enough for me. Plus, at the time I bought it, they still did the military discount on it.
I'm gonna get one of those short low boys for my Mac. It's a really tight, compact package for hauling machinery.
hey, Ronald, he should get together with Ken. They can share all kinds of wild stories.
Well, I was kind of wondering. I figured when you said recent that he worked there and wasn't a resident of said facility.
You know, we thought about getting a bigger like car hauler trailer because we got that Excursion now, and that Excursion is a pulling machine. Like it has plenty of pulling power.
Oh yeah.
So
What's
we
it
thought
got
about
in
getting a car hauler, but no need.
the
Really.
Excursion? What's it got? The 7.3 in it?
No, unfortunately, it's got a V10.
Oh.
It's a gasser. Unfortunately, I'd rather it had the 7.3. It's got that famous Trident V10.
Mhm.
You either loved them or you hated them. Most people hated them.
I have one of those motors out in my shed.
Really?
The mowing company I worked for, he replaced it. And the motor was still good and everything. He asked me if I wanted it, so I took it. Put on it with injector seals and stuff.
Cass, I actually have to do that anyway on that because the oil cooler leaks, and I got to eventually fix that leak. Rose, you're being very loud drinking your water. If it ain't the kids making a lot of noise, it's the dog.
My main field welding truck just crossed 300,000 miles. It's an 01 Dodge 1500 with the Magnum motor in it.
You know
thing
what?
has
I got
had-
pretty good at working on those engines.
That thing has had 2,800 pounds on it for the last 200,000 miles. That thing still fires right up.
You know, I never had a problem with Dodges when it came to like the engines. It was always the transmissions that Dodges had the problem with.
It gets terrible gas mileage.
Yeah.
It gets like 7.
I tell you, my brother-in-law learned the important lesson with the V10, putting cheap, and I was against this, putting cheap cool packs on it. They worked for a week, and then one by one, each one of those cool packs started going out one by one. I told him you can't go cheap on cool packs. I know they're expensive, but you can't cheap out. About 20 minutes, I got to get off of here. I got to study my lesson before church in the morning.
No, okay.
Yep.
You know, Cass, with Ford, I prefer to use Motorcraft for everything. And you know, most of the time, Motorcraft is a lot of times cheaper than some of the aftermarket stuff.
If I can buy AC Delco for the Suburban, that's what I buy.
That's what I bought for mine. That was AC Delco stuff.
Yeah, AC Delco is like Chevy's version of Motorcraft. You're just better off. Like the plugs run a lot better if you use those plugs. Every time we use other plugs in a Ford that ain't Motorcraft, I swear they have a miss.
Speaking of spark plugs, I think my clever way to remove rounded spark plugs video was my first one to cross 100,000 views, and just did that like a week ago.
Awesome.
People either think that's an awesome idea or it's the stupidest thing they've ever seen. That's good because it gets lots of comments.
You're right, Cass, because they got stuff on Amazon that says it's Motorcraft, and when you get it, it's not actual Motorcraft. I've seen that happen before. Sometimes I think it's cheaper to go to the actual dealership, though, instead of on certain things, than instead of going to O'Reilly's and getting your Motorcraft stuff. Sometimes it's on certain things. It's just cheaper to go to the dealership. Right now, I gotta put a AC compressor on that excursion. It's been down for about a month now because the AC compressor locked up. And then it happened around Christmas time, so there really wasn't a lot of extra money. Man, one of these days I would love to come to more Flywheelers. That's my dream show. But see, I could have saved my vacation and went to Florida Flywheelers. I wouldn't have had money to go anyway, but it'd been worth it.
What is Florida Flywheeler?
Like a big antique tractor and engine show, like huge. I think it makes the one here in Texas look small.
I'd like to go to the paid swap meet one day.
Oh, that is fun.
Like, I would love to just ride a mini bike around out there, just seeing what I can find and buy.
I was just talking with two of the guys in the church. There is one of the guys in the church owns a VW Beetle shop. He restores. He's like almost 90 years old. He restores and races VW Beetles. And then there's another guy at the shop, the one I did the 454 carburetor for. He builds hot rods. And I was telling him about that swap meet.
Which swap meet?
The Pates swap meet there in Fort Worth. He said he used to go to a big one in Indiana. We go up to Indiana to a big hot rod swap meet in Indiana.
Carlisle, Pennsylvania used to have a really big hot rod type thing too. Yep, it is, Cass.
And that thing is fun. I want to see if I can get. I want to see if I can get that. I want to see if I can get off. It's been a couple years. I want to see because it's in the busy season. I want to see if I can get off for that Saturday.
How busy are you in November, Brandon? End of October, beginning of November?
Oh, it starts slowing down. We'll have a few mowers, but it's usually really, really slow at that point.
Because sister-in-law is getting married. I should be in Texas for it.
Okay, yeah. I won't be busy, and I won't be going anywhere. Cash, you really should go. It is a good time. I even buy tools there sometimes. I bought a mini bike there one time. I bought lemonade there quite a few times. Lemonade's pretty good. I was in a background of a car show. They were shooting a car show and I was in the background. Yeah, it's the end. It's the last. It's usually the last Saturday of April. I think it's the 26th this year. Yeah, it's the 26th this year.
Yeah, I used to watch Cars and Camera, and then Redbeard's Garage. They used to go to it and stuff like that. And there's a few other big mini bike go-kart channels that went.
Yeah. I don't think he's been back to it since he kind of Redbeard. I don't think he's been back to it since he kind of separated from Go Power Sports.
Oh, let's see. I didn't even know that happened. I haven't watched him in a long time.
Yeah. I'm trying to find out I'm trying to figure out it wasn't Fast and Loud. It was another one that's here in Texas. I think it's the crew that's out of Austin. Lampasas. It's the guys out of Lampasas. Well, Cass, they have it every year. You should try to make it one of these years. It's good swap meet. I love that swap meet. It's easy to get lost. So make sure if you buy something and have to leave it to come back to it, that you remember where you left it, because we almost lost the mini bike because we couldn't find it back. It's that big. Next time, I'll bring a wagon and I'll just carry a wagon, wagon around.
We don't have any of that kind of stuff within 300 miles of me.
Really?
Yeah.
You'll love it, Cass. He does some 4x4 stuff. Oh, different guy? Okay, yeah. I've actually met Redbeard, Cars and Cameras, a couple others actually in person. I think Redbeard, Craig at Redbeard, it was actually the one that was actually willing to talk more, and he actually came up to me and talked. And
Really?
So he was actually very talkative guy. Cars and Cameras guys was nice, but they always have a crowd around them.
Yeah, I can see
crowd
that.
around them.
I mean, they were
But
kind of.
That one guy that used to be with them, they left. Forgot his name. The blonde hair guy.
I don't know. Was
Well,
it
anyway,
recently?
I think it was a couple years ago. He was actually a pretty nice guy. I broke my mini bike there at the race, and the brake broke. Actually, I think it broke on numb nuts. The brake broke. So we was looking at it and trying to fix it, but at that point, I decided it wasn't fixable at that time because I didn't have the parts, and we raced long enough, and we went pretty far. We would have went even further if my times got written down, but instead they said they didn't see me and didn't write my times down. I used to have a good crew. Anyway, yeah. Like, if Ken comes to Texas, then we'll have a good crew. We wouldn't have this problem.
We'll eventually make it happen.
My only problem with that race, is it just me, or does it seem like the same people wins it every year?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody else wins it. It's always the same people over and over. It's still a fun time. I enjoyed it. I knew I wasn't going to win. My bike wasn't good enough to win. What did I do? I finished that at midnight, and I had to leave at 6 o'clock in the morning. It was midnight, right?
Yeah.
That bike
It was a
really
nice
good.
looking bike, though.
Yeah.
Adam funded half of that build.
Yeah, he funded most of it. That's why he had a big old sticker on the back of it. Yeah. Next, if I ever do that race again, I gotta do a full suspension bike.
Absolutely.
That was terrible on hardtail.
It's
I'll say,
crazy
what
here
we
what
do,
mini
we'll
bike
do.
just frames go for.
Oh,
I mean,
it got crazy here too. I blame YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Frames are like $400.
Yeah.
Yep. And I'm down to 2 mini bikes, and I still got 3 go-karts out back. And this year I want to actually make it to Mini Mayhem and get a go-kart and a mini bike going for it.
I got 1 mini bike and 1 go-kart. I'm so tired of messing with the go-kart though and that Chinese engine. So I'm thinking I'm about to build a frame and put a Predator engine on there. Because those Chinese engines are always messing up.
They are.
Woo! 24-hour race.
Yep.
I don't know if I can handle that.
I remember that. What was that guy's name? Adam,
Tampa Bay Custom.
Yeah, he used to do it.
Yeah.
There's a couple of other guys that I'd
I would
watched.
have to have like a crew of 10.
Do you have to wear a diaper?
You know, probably like the Baja suits. They had those catheters for Baja racers. Baji says, Brandon, the best one you meet. Oh, okay. The best one I meet is person I met on YouTube is Baji, obviously. So Dirtfoot, has anybody ever actually completed it solo? Because I feel like that would be terrible to try to complete solo. If they do it solo, they deserve to win. But they're a special kind of person. I understand, Cass. I sold off a lot of junk, but now I wish I didn't because now I don't have nothing to do YouTube videos on. So now I need to buy more junk.
I hauled off 24,000 pounds of machines I was never going to get to just to make an achievable goal of getting everything running in my shop.
I think I'm going to venture back into old garden tractors. I got 3 I think I'd like to venture into getting them fixed up again. It's been a very long time since I got to play around with them.
So my parents are getting rid of a bunch of stuff at their house because they may put it on the market in the next year or two. My dad's got that little SpeedX tractor I'd like to get a hold of.
Oh man, that would be awesome. Those are cool. The only problem with SpeedX is some of the parts are hard to get. But if you know somebody like Adam, they can make you those parts.
Mm.
I have 2 Ford 800 series tractors in my driveway. I'm going to try to get running here in the next month or so.
Those are nice.
And I told you, Brandon, 2026, I'm just going to say here's like $800, go buy a four-wheeler and then tell me what it'll cost to fix it.
Oh, we can find you one, that's for sure.
And then I'll come pick it up when it's done.
Dude, Cass, that does suck, but I can understand it because sometimes standing under a lift looking up at a car or a mower or whatever I'm working on, my neck, that I can understand where if you have neck issues, how, because it even messes my neck up. So standing there looking at a car or even looking down for a long period of time hurts.
No, that's why, as stupid as it was, I spent the money on that Snap-on creeper because the headrest adjusts up and down on it for me, and
Yeah.
it fit me perfectly to where when I'm taking bumpers and stuff off from the cars underneath, I'm not straining myself either.
Yeah.
I don't know what the stuff I move. I've been better about using my hydraulic cart and stuff like that. I don't know how I haven't tore my back up yet. Moving stuff I shouldn't be moving.
I got
I'm getting a lot better about it.
where I use the forklift and my hoist at work. Even engines I know I can lift off by hand because I've done it many times. I would still just use my hoist to get the engines out now instead of fighting it and hurting myself. Even though I can lift it, I know I can. I've done it many times. I got the proper tools, why does not use them?
Yep.
Yeah, that 1,000-pound hydraulic Harbor Freight lift cart I have, I use that thing at least every other day.
I use a hand dolly just to take the trash out.
We use a forklift.
'Cause we've got the one trash can that all the paint cans and stuff goes into. So, I
Yeah.
mean, that thing's like 40, 50 pounds. So I'm like, I'm tired of carrying this bitch.
We put all the little trash cans in on the tray on a pallet, and we use the forklift to go out to the big dumpster, lift it up, and then dump them off. I feel like every time that the forklifts get break down, it puts us out of business. Like we shut down because we can't move dead mowers as easy. We can't do anything without our forklifts.
It's actually one of the videos I'm going to start next week. I got to rebuild all the mass cylinders in my forklift. I finally grossly overloaded it enough it blew one of the seals out of it.
Really?
Yeah,
it's
leaking very bad now.
See, ours ain't leaking bad, but if you lift it all the way up, it will slowly start leaking down on one of them.
Oh, mine sprays out of it now.
Oh yeah, that's bad. That's real bad.
Yeah.
Cass is about at the point where he just has to tell other people how to do it. Get in a rolling chair, Cass, and just roll around. Do this, and this.
Well, the only reason I take the trash out every day is because if I don't, Walt will try to take it out because nobody else does. And I don't want his 77-year-old ass carrying trash outside to the dumpster.
Yeah.
Yeah. We share a lot of responsibility. Like the bath, we got the cleanest bathroom, the cleanest shop bathroom I've ever been in, and we we all take turns. We all have our turns of cleaning that bathroom, and it's actually really extremely clean. Like my boss is big on the shop bathroom being clean. We thought about that. We thought about that day. We actually thought about making one for our pickup and delivery guy. He's in his 60s, and some of those dead mowers is in a bad spot. So we thought about making him a mower that he can take with him to tow dead mowers out of the yards. Oh, I agree, Cass.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody wants a dirty bathroom, but I've been in some nasty shop bathrooms, and this one is like spotless. Cleaner than that bathroom at home, I'm afraid to say, because there's so many people here right now. Like, not that you would want to, but you could eat off the floor in the bathroom in the shop. It's so clean. Ooh. Well, guys, I didn't see. It's been an hour and 30 minutes, so I got to start getting off here because I got to do lesson planning for church tomorrow. I got to help with the lesson in adult Sunday school.
Okay.
Yep.
But if y'all are up to it, I would like to do this more on Saturdays if y'all have time. Because it has been nice, and we've actually had a pretty decent amount of people here that came and chat. I think they actually missed us too.
Yeah.
So
it's because I'm so handsome, and they missed me.
That's what it is, Adam. Like, I did a live stream without you, and it was just.
Yeah, I had a premiere on my other channel the other night, and Adam was in it, and I was just like, "Hey, we should get Brandon to do a live stream." He's like, "Yeah, let's do it." So that's when I messaged you about it.
All right, Dave, I'm going to send you a message now. I was wondering why I haven't heard from Dave in a while. Me and him usually text back and forth. I guess he don't have my number. Anyway, guys, I'm going to get off of here. It has been a good time, and it's always a good time when, yeah. Hopefully we'll do this again very soon. I don't know what y'all's plans for the next couple Saturdays are.
Nothing really right now, so.
I keep my Saturdays open for me and my shop stuff, so.
Okay, well, then I'll gladly start back because it's been a good time to get back talking with y'all. So definitely going to start doing that. Anyway, I will
take care, everyone.
Later, everyone.